What's up, YouTube? Thanks for stopping by. It's Bradley back at Triple Ink, and today we're bringing you guys another fragrance review. And man, I have a lot of great things to say about this fragrance. This is from the house of Christian Dior. This is Dior Homme Sport. This is a 2012 version. Wow, guys, this is an awesome fragrance. Like I said, I have a lot of great things to say about this. And let me just say, that sun. It's been really rainy here where I live over the past month, it seems like. And the sun's finally out, so I'm in a really good mood, and I figured I might as well review one of my favorite fragrances from the house of Dior. So this fragrance, guys, was released originally in the year 2008, but it was since re-released and relaunched in 2012. This is the 2012 formulation bottle right here. Now this fragrance is classified as a woody aromatic, and of course this is a flanker to the original Dior Homme. Of course they got brothers like Dior Homme Intense, Dior Homme Eau, and this one, let me just say, it's one of my favorite from the line. So that says a lot, because I really like DHI and the original Dior Homme. This stuff can definitely contend with them. Now this fragrance has main accords including citrus, fresh spicy, woody, powdery, and floral. Now this fragrance is at an eau de toilette concentration, and bottle sizes include a 50 ml, 100 ml, and 150 ml. Retail, you're looking to pay anywhere between $7 for the 50 ml, $89 for the 100 ml, and $141 for the 150 ml. However, this can be found a little bit cheaper on some discount sites. Personally got this bottle for $65. You can find the 50 ml for around $50, the 100 ml for around $60, and the 150 ml for around $100. So let's take a look at the presentation next for Dior Homme Sport. I'm going to show you guys what the box looks like. Very classy box. You have Dior Homme Sport in silver and red right there with Dior on the bottom, eau de toilette. It's a beautiful white box. Plain top, silver band that wraps around the entire sides. On the back you have your serial and UPC information right there. Bottom you just have your serial code, which mine is 5R02 right there. 100 ml. Overall, very nice box, very classy. Has this very fine ribbed design, if you can see it in there, but very classy box. And of course the bottle, guys. This has the same setup as all the other Dior bottles. Has the black stem with Dior Homme Sport right there. CD on the top. Got your information on the bottom. Got this kind of tan color juice. Of course you got that red band that signifies it's the Sport. Very heavy bottle. This thing just is a masterpiece. Looks good on anybody's dresser, or shall we say. Wonderful looking bottle. Alright, cap comes off. You have the Dior, or excuse me, yeah, the Dior Homme engraved right there. You got CD also engraved on top. And you got that red sprayer. Overall, just a classic bottle, and stay tuned, guys, next for the scent. Alright, guys, now let's move on to this note breakdown and how this thing actually smells. Let me give it a spray to show you how the atomizer works. Pretty nice atomizer. Just note, it's a little bit of a narrow distribution, so spray at a distance. Now this fragrance opens with notes of citron, ginger flower, and also has in the mid Tuscan iris, and in the base we have cedar atlas and green notes. Wow, guys, wow. Let me just say right now, this is one of my favorite smelling fragrances I own in my collection. It is magical. It is classy, refined, yet in a casual type of way. So this is Dior's shot at a sporty fragrance. They have everything else in their line, and I guess they want to make a sporty fragrance. And like most sporty fragrances, yes, this is citrusy, but it's different. It's citrusy, it's also sexy at the same time. It has an air of casualness, yet sophistication and class at the same time. This is one of the very few fragrances that smells sporty, yet very classy and elegant at the same time. That's just to show you that Dior, is a very high quality house, and they just put out masterpiece after masterpiece. So this is one of the fragrances that I really can smell every note that is listed. It's a pretty simple note breakdown with only 6 notes, but I get every single one of them, In the top, it's all about that citron and that ginger. Very sort of a lemony, bubbly, almost sparkling lemony citron zinginess. It has a certain zing to it, And it also is paired beautifully with that ginger, which gives it a slight, almost smoothness to it, if you will. It gives it a slight fresh, spicy edge, but overall up top, it's very energizing, very uplifting. It makes you want to get up and do stuff. Also, a little bit in the background, you get that iris absolute, that Tuscan iris. Man, it's a very powdery iris. It's very similar to the Dior Homme iris, not as waxy. This is a little bit more on the powdery side, and and it adds just a very nice, sophisticated, sexy edge to this fragrance. Wow, so those three notes up top combine to make a absolutely uplifting, very classy, very sexy, masculine smell. Yet it is refined and it just has a sporty, casual edge to it. It's just amazing. Wow, I can smell this thing on my hand all day long. I absolutely love this stuff. However, in the dry down, this is definitely a fragrance that is not linear. It is very masterfully crafted in the way that it changes. Up top is completely different than from what the dry down is, but there is not a single point in the timeline and the lifespan of this fragrance where I dislike it. I love every second of this juice, from the first second I spray it on all the way down to the dry down. Dry down, I get a lot of the woodiness and the green notes from that cedar. It's a very authentic, natural cedar. This is a very natural smelling fragrance, as expected from Dior, of course. And I get the green notes, so it dries down to a slightly powdery, woody green scent. Also with a touch of that iris in there, but most of all, guys, it's so well blended. It's very well balanced and just smells amazing. It's sporty and fresh and citrusy, uplifting, yet it has a sexy, powdery edge to it with a woodiness and a greenness in the background. Overall, 5 out of 5 for this scent, guys. In fact, my scent of the day today. I love this stuff. Man, this gets me in such a good mood. Overall, 5 out of 5. Cannot beat the smell. So well crafted. And yeah, just an amazing blend of ginger, citron, woodsiness, iris, and yeah, a little bit of greenness in there too. Man, 5 out of 5. Not much more I can say. Alright guys, let's go into the performance now. I get a little bit of a mixed bag of in terms of performance with Dior Homme Sport. As far as longevity goes, I get fairly good longevity. I get anywhere from like 5 all the way up to 10 hours sometimes. Granted, it's a skin scent maybe after 3 or 4 hours, but it does hang around quite a long time. It's pretty high quality stuff, and you can definitely tell that they put a lot of effort into it because it's very masterfully crafted and blended, and it does last a pretty good amount of time on my skin. However, projection is a little bit of a different story. This definitely has moderate to poor projection. Doesn't really jump off my skin that much. Doesn't have the best sillage. And like after around 2 or 3 hours, it's pretty close to my skin, but that's actually a good thing because I'll get into that in my versatility. But this thing, I don't really think should be jumping out at people. It's more of a people come to you instead of your fragrance comes to the people type of a thing, you know? People want to get close to you and smell you. I'll touch on that in just a sec. But overall performance, still pretty solid, 3 out of 5. Not the best, not the worst, about middle of the road. Alright, versatility, this is where Dior Homme Sport gets very high marks for me. It is a great spring-summer scent in my opinion. Like I said, very uplifting, has a summery, springy feel to it. I wouldn't really wear this in the cool weather, but because it's very energizing, citrusy, summery type scent, you know? And as far as occasions go, man, this has a very wide range of application in my opinion. Date fragrance, boom, certainly. This is pretty much one of my go-to classy, kind of upscale date fragrances for the spring and the summertime because it has this powderiness and this citrusiness, which is so unique, and it has this classy alluring. This is a very alluring fragrance. Most of the fragrances that are alluring are sweeter, yet this one is powdery and citrusy and freshness to it, yet still very alluring and very attractive and definitely a sexy scent, man. This stuff, I just feel so confident, so sexy when I wear this, and I know other people definitely feel the same way because this is a compliment getter. So definitely a date scent, one of my go-tos, gets this great reaction from women. And what else? It is an awesome casual scent, a classy casual scent. This can be worn at sporty, yes. It also has a sort of a laid-back yet, you know, refined, sophisticated, laid-back nature to it. It's so great in what it does. Also, this is a great formal scent. I can rock this stuff formally in the summertime, suit and tie, a nice white pressed linen shirt. Also, this is wonderful for a work scent too. This is a very nice professional scent overall. 4 out of 5 for versatility. Very versatile. I can rock this stuff a lot, but first and foremost, I think it's a great upscale date scent, formal. Whenever I'm going out to like a nice evening dinner, I always reach for this stuff in the summertime because it's so classy. And again, it's just pretty close to the skin. When your date gets close to you, you'll smell this nice, sexy, alluring, powdery, citrusy, fresh scent with, oh, it's so awesome. Man, 4 out of 5. As far as compliments go, again, a 4 out of 5, guys. This is one of my top compliment getters. I was so close to giving it a perfect 5 out of 5, but there are just a couple more fragrances that I get better compliments with. But this thing, time and time again, gets me noticed. The only caveat is I have to actually smell it, so I might go a little bit heavier on the trigger. But when people do smell me, it's just awesome. You know, I get great feedback, awesome attention, and this is definitely a compliment getter. If you're looking for a great summer compliment getter, check this one out. As far as age, this is a sporty fragrance. I think it's classified, or it's aimed more towards the younger generation. I think age-wise, anywhere from 20 to 40, that kind of young professional. As far as sprays go, anywhere 3 to 5 sprays. I think you can go a little bit heavier to moderate on the trigger with this one. You shouldn't have any problem with that. Alright guys, overall I'm going to give Dior Homme Sport a perfect 10 out of 10. My first ever 10 out of 10 fragrance review. This is some special juice. I love the way it smells. It gets me great reactions. Very versatile. Unique smell. It's sexy. It's alluring. It's this powdery, citrusy, ginger type thing. A lot of, doesn't stay linear. It kind of has a lot of progression in the life of the scent. It has a wonderful, wonderful dry down with the powdery woodiness, the green notes. Oh, I love the smell. Pretty good performance for the most part. That's the only place I think it could be a little bit better in, but compliments, versatility, everything, when I can wear it, and man, it's just an awesome scent. I love this stuff. This bottle is going to be going through pretty quickly because I'm rocking this stuff. I'm digging it a lot recently. So thanks for watching this review. Let me know what your thoughts are about Dior Homme Sport. How does it stack up in the Dior Homme line? As always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay small and great, and I'll see you guys later with another review.